Music is part of being human. I see this with young kids. They react really well to music, and it just is a natural part of being who we are.
I think music is an expression from the heart. It bridges physical, emotional, and cognitive barriers that I think language struggles to do. And so we can connect with people in a way that goes beyond the constructs of society and goes more to who we are as people. So we wanted to prepare the kids for a fantastic performance experience where they would be engaged not only as a well-behaved audience, but as active listeners. And so we were trying to open their ears to the different elements of music.
As a quartet, we worked through the different parts of the piece and thought about what we wanted to talk about.
And we found places in the music, in the piece that we were going to perform, to illustrate the concepts that we wanted to share with them.
We would talk about the element and then play a short snippet of the piece and let the kids listen to it and interact either with actions or drawings or other ways for them to connect to that particular piece of music.
We also did it with characters and emotions because music is such a unique experience, and we wanted them to pay attention to not only what they were hearing, but what they were experiencing, what they were feeling. We found different places that had different characters, contrasting characters and emotions that made us feel differently. And then we asked the kids to raise their hands if they felt sad or happy or excited, whatever the emotion that they might have been feeling, not because they would necessarily be feeling that exact way, but because we wanted them to be in tune with their emotions and their feelings while they listened to the music. We also talked about communication.
Whether it's starting together or like how we share the melody between the players and pass it around.
So we began the piece without communicating with each other. So of course we all started at different times, we weren't looking at each other, we kind of faced away from each other, and we all had our own ideas about what we were going to do, and we played different dynamics and with different characters, and we were in completely different places. And the kids thought it was hilarious because they knew that this is not what music is supposed to sound like, and that helped to drive home what it is supposed to be like. And it's that really cohesive co-creation that comes from communicating and creating in the moment with the other musicians. So then we showed them what that was like immediately after.
And so we prepared them to have a meaningful experience with the piece and with classical music in general before we gave a mock performance and let them practice their best concert manners and also their best listening skills.
There was an energy from the kids that took us off guard in the best way possible, and we fed off of that.
They were smiling, they were happy, they were moving, they were energetic, and really connecting to what we were playing.
And their energy brought the music to life for us. It brought the concepts that we were trying to share to life so that they were really real and interactive, I would say, because that's really what music is something to be shared. It wasn't just us that was creating that music. It wasn't just the conversation between me and the other three musicians. It was also a dialogue with the students. And that was especially true since we had had interactive experiences leading up to the final 5-minute performance, as we tried to teach them to listen and really to engage. Then when we had our final performance, then they were locked in on what we were doing and they were a part of it. They were mimicking our emotions, pretending that they were playing the violin or the cello, or they were bouncing with the beat. Some of them would even hum a little bit. But it wasn't interrupting what we were doing, it was enhancing it, and it was really invigorating and exhilarating.